Hey there. If you've been feeling creatively stuck, uninspired, or just plain tired, you're not alone. Today, I want to talk about something we all go through as artists. It's creative burnout. It's not fun, but I've learned that burnout doesn't have to be a dead end. And sometimes it's actually an invitation to slow down and just reconnect with what we love. So in this video, in the background, I'm going to show you how I repurpose an old canvas that's been sitting in my closet, and I've been meaning to do something with it. When I was thinking about topics for this video and settled on burnout, I also thought about what I do when I feel burned out. And one of the things I always do is go back to what I love and what I know. When I first started making mixed media pieces, my first series was of girls, like these specific looking girls that I put on canvas. You can see a picture of me at my show here. And I just figured, I'm kind of feeling burned out lately, and maybe this will bring me back to what I love. So I can already tell I'm going to make a card out of this one. So let's start with a little real talk. Creative burnout, I feel like it's not just being a little tired. A lot of times we feel guilty saying, I know I do, feel guilty saying that I'm feeling burned out. It's just that feeling when I sit down and I open my art journal and I just feel nothing, no spark, no motivation, no energy. And sometimes I even feel like a little dread. And that's how I've kind of been feeling lately because my son Marty is in camp 3 days a week. But other than that, he's with me during the summer. So it's a lot of time to fill. And unless I want him to be on a screen all day, I have to get up and out of the house and do something that doesn't leave me a lot of time to tinker with my art and, do some creating. So what I've been feeling is kind of a combination of not having a lot of time, coupled with also doing all activities with him. And that takes up so much mental space too. So I feel like I've had to force creativity a lot lately. And when it's not happening naturally, it's just not a lot of fun. So I've been posting at least one video every week for the past 2 years, over 2 years, almost 2.5 years. And I did this because I knew when I started my YouTube channel, I was going to have to do that to gain some traction. So I wanted to be consistent and I wanted to just have a schedule that people could kind of rely on. But my gosh, it's a lot of work. So when I recently got those feelings of dread and just feeling tired, I just kind of let myself off the hook. Instead of pushing through like I've done in the past, I allowed myself to pause. So I took a break. I took a week off, which doesn't sound like a big break, but when you're used to doing it every week, it is a little bit of a break. And boy, did it feel good. I just discovered a few things to do and not to do during burnout, and I wanted to share them with you. So, what I don't do during burnout, I realized is I don't make myself catch up or force myself to make something good. I don't scroll a lot for inspiration. And usually, when I'm making something, I do kind of look at my Pinterest boards or my boards that I've made in Notion of just some things that inspire me. But I don't do that when I'm feeling kind of burned out because then it turns into like a comparison game and all it does is end up making me feel bad. So I just kind of let my mind relax a little. And also, I don't beat myself up for not being consistent. I let myself off the hook, which sounds a lot easier said than done. Now I give myself permission to stop. I remind myself it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. I'm never going to arrive and finish. So I just kind of let myself take a little bit of a beat. So what I do when I feel burned out, a few things that I do are I go back to basics. I sometimes will just play with color. I'll pull out a few paints or my favorite collage scraps. I'll look through my supplies and just kind of get back into a creative vibe and feeling surrounded by things that I really enjoy. Doing this reminds me of why I started because I love playing with color and papers and different supplies. And it just feels good to do that. And just experimenting and playing with them can kind of bring my mindset to a place that I want to be in order to create. Another thing I do is I just make tiny, low effort art. In my Create Art with Confidence guide that I just put out, I have a few days where the prompt is literally like make a mark or cut and glue something small. And I feel like that's because those tiny actions can really reignite my spark without overwhelming me, without making me feel like I have to produce something that's big and great and, viable product or whatever it is that I'm thinking of. Another thing I do is I journal, either in my regular journal or in my art journal. And I'll write things like, what do I need right now? Maybe it's not creating, maybe it's taking a rest and going for a walk. I'll also reflect on things like, what am I tired of? Like, what am I kind of pushing to just maintain some sort of narrative or some sort of routine? And then I also try to remember, like, what part of art do I miss? Like, what am I thinking about I wish I could do more of or get back to? And sometimes the answers surprise me. Sometimes I just write, I don't know, and let it kind of sit there. But those questions really help me kind of dive into what I'm coming up against. What kind of barrier is stopping me from feeling good and free and happy about creating. And then another thing that I do during burnout is I rest. Like I really rest. I don't pretend to rest, but I daydream, I go for walks, I watch interesting YouTube videos. I just let my brain wander. I always tell my son that it's good to be bored because it gives your brain a chance to relax. And that's when a lot of creativity happens because it's low pressure and just kind of allowing your creativity and your intuition come forward. So while I was thinking about all these thoughts about burnout and, what I do and what I don't do, I really kind of realized that it's more of a signal than anything else when I'm feeling burned out. It usually means that I've lost connection to myself or I've lost connection to my art, to play, and all the fun of creating without an agenda. And it just reminds me that I need to step back a little. And I've seen that, like, when I do feel burnout and step back, that when I come back after that reset is when I get my best ideas. It's kind of like when we're in the shower and relaxing, all of a sudden something amazing comes through because you're just relaxed and you're not thinking about anything. I'll see a color combo I love out in the wild, or I'll get a new idea for a collage series. It just kind of motivates me to sit down and create again when I allow myself to not do it. So I just want to encourage you, if you're feeling a little burnout right now, don't worry. It's just your time maybe to step back and to listen to those just quiet whispers that may be in the background. And maybe you just need a nap too. So if you are feeling a little burned out, I just wanted to kind of plug my little guide that I made recently. I've gotten some great feedback for it. And if you feel like you need a little help finding a gentle way to come back after burnout, my Create Art with Confidence guide was really made for this. And it's just 30 days of super simple creative prompts and tiny mindset shifts that help you reconnect with your art in an easier way. So, we just talk about letting go of perfectionism, making messes on purpose, finding your why for creating. And it's really not about doing it perfectly or even every day. It's just about building a rhythm that feels good to you and something that you enjoy doing. So I just wanted to make you aware that that's available as well. And there's a link down in the description if you're interested. So, what I've come to realize is that burnout is really just a part of creative life. It's just part of the process. And whenever I'm like deeply involved in something, I always feel that pendulum swing really hard one way. And I know that eventually it has to swing back. So, taking a break can often help with that. So, if you've been in that kind of low place, I hope this gave you a little nudge to be gentle with yourself and maybe even see this as a reset and a normal part of the creative process. So I hope this was helpful, and I would love to hear in the comments what you do when you feel creatively burned out. Thanks so much for being here today, and in the meantime, be kind to yourself, and I will see you soon.